Hi, everybody. I'm Skip Alzheimer. Welcome to the AV Geeks Lunchtime Streaming Show, where we are pre-recording because when this actually airs, I'll be in the air, flying back to Raleigh, back to the archive space and my own bed, which will be nice. So if you haven't been keeping track, we have been basically going to the Fantastic Fest, and I was also here for AGFA, the American Genre Film Archive, and working with them. And so we're heading home after seeing a lot of great films. That, of course, is Ian, who you remember.
Woo!
And then also joining us is Johannes.
Hello.
Wait, let me actually find you.
Although I have to add, I did not watch a single movie.
You didn't?
Not a single
You're
one.
hilarious.
Because I'm coming from Austria, I wasted a lot of kerosene coming here, and I can watch the movies at home.
Yes, that's true.
But I can't meet wonderful people like you guys.
Right.
Here.
And so, but you said that you have a film coming out on Shudder, right?
I have. Well, it will be on Shudder in early 2026, and it will be on a couple of other streaming platforms on October 10th, as early as that. Yeah.
Okay, and what's the name of the film?
It's called Solvent.
Okay.
And it's a very personal and also very, in general, a political film about rising fascism, let's call it that way.
Yes.
And I turned my own dead grandfather into a Nazi piss demon.
Okay. All right. And so you also did a documentary.
Oh, yeah.
Which is on
it's
Internet
free.
Archive.
It's free on the Internet Archive. It's called Hacking at Leaves. And it's a documentary about very American topics as COVID, colonialism, the treatment of the Native American population, and the shitty healthcare system.
Yes.
Plus hacking and hackerspaces.
Nice.
And how all of that fits together. Watch it for free.
Yes. All right. So I started off by showing a video. Started off this little thing with a video. Where is it? I can't remember where it is. This is it. Okay. So this is, we went to see films because we actually did see a couple of films. And going into the Alamo in Austin, there were all these people dressed up for the new Strangers 2 film. So that's what they just appeared and then just kind of walked around quietly staring at people, creeping people out. So that's what that's all about. So I thought, because of that, I would show you films about strangers. And most of these films we've seen over the last, since 2020. So we're going to start off with Cautious Twins, which is a great paranoid film that's animated with these twins that basically live in a pedophileville. Everybody's out to get them. Then there's Meeting Strangers, then Dangerous Stranger, then this film called Development of the Smile and the Fear of Strangers. So this is the origin story for why we don't like strangers. And then we're going to end with another animated film called Staying Away from Strangers. So, yes. So, thanks for watching. I will be live tomorrow. That's the plan. And if you like what you saw, hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. You can also go to ko-fi.com/avgeeks, patreon.com/avgeeks. Yeah. And say goodbye to everybody.
I like it that you point at the thin air like this, and that there's like some way to connect. Maybe
yes. there's some text that I'm pointing to.
Yes.
I don't think if it ever corresponds. I don't think people actually look at it yet. All right, and then a good friend Ian, who this is his first Fantastic Fest.
Cheers. And coming home.
Yep, coming home. All right, everybody. Thanks so much. We will see you on Tuesday. Take care.
Doreen and Dan, the cautious twins, live in our neighborhood. They ask their mother where to play, as all good children should. They tell her who their playmates are, and let her meet them too. For happy tots are careful tots, and they know what to do. One Saturday, Doreen and Dan were called in from their play. They hurried to their mother's call to hear what she would say. She asked them, please go buy some bread, and sent them on their way. She knew they'd go straight there and back, and surely would not stray. So off they went, the cautious twins. They knew the rules to heed. No matter what was offered them, they'd not give in to greed. Most people love a little child. Some grown-ups, though, are bad. The bad ones look like good ones, like any mom or dad. So that is why you must not talk to strangers that you meet. Don't let them give you any toys or anything to eat. If someone that you do not know should offer you a treat, remember how he looks and talks, but run fast up the street. Upon returning from the store, their friends were at the gate. They asked them to the park to play. The twins thought that was great. They'd asked their mother anxiously, they'd really like to go. She told them, yes, be back at noon. You must be prompt, you know. It's wonderful to play with friends, to run and swing and climb, to slide and yell, and all the while remembering the time. When to the restroom you must go at playground, parks, or zoo, be sure to ask a cautious friend to go along with you. Don't stray away from all your friends toward bushes or the trees. Stay near the crowds, the slide, the swings, and Mother will be pleased. It's time to go. Doreen and Dan start home along the street, each watching cars and signals too. They hurry home to eat. Along the way, a stranger waves just off the avenue. The twins remember Mother's words. They don't forget. Would you? A person may invite you to a house, garage, or shed. Say no to him and run and tell your mother what he said. Doreen and Dan, the cautious twins, run home as good kids do. For home's the very safest place when danger threatens you. Back home at noon, right smack on time. The twins are hungry, say, but better yet, they get to go to the local matinee. Their mother says it's their reward for doing what she asks, remembering rules and helping her with little household tasks. Doreen and Dan are young for shows, that is, to go alone, so Sister Joan will go with them, a sort of chaperone. It's fun to see a movie show with pirates, Indians, kings, but shows are always pretty dark, and bad people may try bad things. So when you go to see a show, if someone touches you, get up and move away from there and tell the usher to. Don't let a stranger pat your hand or straighten up your clothes. Good strangers let a child alone, as everybody knows. And when they left the show for home, they met some friends of Joan. Although she shouldn't, Joan then told the twins to go on home alone. Doreen and Dan walked on their way. They promised not to roam. A man walked up to them and said he'd come to take them home. If someone tells you he was sent to take you home to Dad, skedaddle away as fast as you can. Perhaps that man is bad. Don't go away with him at all, although he asks you to. If he should grab you, scream so loud that help will come to you. Now that was close, too close for sure. That really was a fright. They had to hurry on their way, for it was almost night. A car drove up, and in it was the cutest puppy dog. The man said, come and see my pet. And Dan was all agog. Doreen recalled the rule for this. Then Dan remembered too. If you should see a dog like this, would you remember too? If someone in a motor car should offer you a ride, scream loudly as you run away, but do not get inside. If you can read the license plate, repeat it in your mind, or write it down upon the ground with anything you find. But look where this had left the twins. The alley looked real great. Should they go through and get home fast? It's growing dark and late. But Mother's words came to their mind, and though they'd like to go, they knew that this was time to stop, the best time to say no. It's never safe in alleys or empty buildings, too. It's always best to travel where Mother tells you to. So even though the sun was low, they went the longer way, for safety first they knew was best at any time of day. And since they learned so very well these lessons, every one, here they are, all safe and sound, to share the family fun. And so you see, Doreen and Dan knew all the things to do. They practiced all the rules they learned. Would you, and you, and you?
Hi, John. Hi, Eugene. Hi, Missy. Hi, Suzanne. Hi. Hey, look! They've been digging! Let's go! All right, let's go! Look out! That could be dangerous! Man, that looks deep. I hate to fall in that. Gee, it must be a mile. Like a mile. Heck yeah. It's deep enough to kill somebody. Look at these red lights. Come on, kids, let's go. Come on, Dale. Come on. Hey, Dale, come on.
Children, let's get ready. The signal's going to change. All right, let's go. Stay together now. Stay together.
Do you know these people? They're strangers, aren't they? Do you ever think about strangers? Every day you see lots of people you don't know. Now, some grown-ups see you, but most of them are too busy.
Sorry.
They just don't notice you at all. Most people like you, but there are a few strangers who can be dangerous, Red light people, we call them. Who are the red light people?
Sorry, mister.
Let me have another one. Hi, you here with your mother and dad?
No, they're gonna pick me up in a half an hour.
Sure is warm today. You want to share an ice cream with me? You don't mind if I sit here as long as you're all alone.
Gee, I don't know him. Why is he giving me ice cream? Be careful, it looks dangerous.
You don't mind if I sit here as long as you're all alone.
Nothing!
In almost every neighborhood, you see many cars. You look out for them. They look out for you. But there may be one special car that's out looking just for you.
There you go, young man.
Thank you.
All right.
Hi there, Bobby.
My name is Neil.
Oh, sure, Neil. Say, I'm trying to find Oak Street. Could you tell me where it is?
It's 3 blocks down that way.
Well, I'm kind of new around here. Get in the car. Show me where it is. It sure would be a big help.
Watch it, red light.
It sure would be a big help. Help.
Red light. It's that way! Run! Hey, John, what do you say we cut through the lot? I don't think that's such a good idea. What's the matter? You scared? I'm not scared of anything. Now let's go. Hey, this is neat. Hey, Gene, jump. Hey, John, come here. Hey, John, help me. Here, John, push it. On guard. Okay, John, you win. Hey, John, someone's behind the bushes. Who? We'll find out.
Hi, you fellas seem to be having lots of fun. Why don't you come on over and have something to eat with me?
Who is this guy? I don't know him.
Why don't you come on over and have something to eat with me?
You don't know him. Run!
Okay, Jimmy. No more rocks on the lawn, huh?
Sorry, Mr. Walters.
It's all right, Jimmy.
Mom.
Hello, Sonny. Your mother or father at home?
No.
Well, that's all right. They asked me to come over and check some electric connections in the house. You have the key?
Didn't say anything to me.
You never mind. Just open the door, and I'll show you what I have to do. You do that, and I'll give you a surprise.
Red light. Look out.
And I'll give you a surprise.
No. Look, hurry. The movie. Come on, hurry up. The movie's gonna start. That's me. Hey, Lucy, your Let's go. The movie's gonna start. Thank you. You skipped that line, so I'm first. Okay, but I get the seat on the end. All right.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
The movie started. I'm supposed to get there safe. Well, nobody told me.
Would you like to share my popcorn with me? My, that's a pretty blouse.
Red light. Red light.
My, that's a pretty blouse. Pretty blouse.
Mom said strangers shouldn't touch me. Sit here, Suzanne. Throw it to me, throw it to me. Throw it to me, throw it to me, throw it to me. Over here, over here. Over here. Go down here, over here. Over here, to me. Hey, over here.
You've seen the red light people. Do you want to know who the green light people are?
2 straight lines, they broke their bread.
Your teacher is one. She's green light. You can always talk to her. She wants to help
They
you.
left the house at 9:30. The smallest one was Madeline.
Hey, over here. Come on, throw it here.
Just having such a good time, I hate to break it up.
Oh, I know, but I hope you can come back again tomorrow.
And your parents, they want to help too. If anyone ever bothers you, tell your mom or your dad right away.
Have a good time?
Yeah.
Good. Would you like to go shopping with us?
We can come back to the park tomorrow.
Okay. Come on, over here.
And some more green light people.
Hey, the ball.
The police or the sheriff.
Thanks.
You can always go to them if someone scares you.
2 Frank to Station B, how do you copy?
And your friends. Your friends are green light people. Stick with them, and you'll all be safe.
Oh, man.
This is Officer Krause, boys and girls. He has some very important things to tell you. I hope you'll listen to him and remember what he says.
Hi, kids. You've probably all heard stories about boys and girls who got into trouble, how they went off with strangers and their families never saw them again. I'm sure your parents and teachers have told you never to talk to strangers. But sometimes kids forget, and some kids think they know it all, that nothing could ever happen to them. Well, let's see. I'm going to tell you how some other boys and girls got mixed up with strangers, so we can be sure it never happens to us. Remember the story about little Debbie Vincent?
Hi there, little lady. My goodness, you're all alone. Wouldn't you like to go for a ride with me? I'll buy you some ice cream.
Well, nobody saw her again. It was on the TV news.
And now, turning to the local scene, the search continues for little Debbie Vincent, missing since yesterday morning. So far, there are no clues to her disappearance. Police speculate that she must have forgotten her parents' warnings and perhaps gone off with someone in a car. No witness has been located who can give any description or license number that might help in tracking down the vehicle.
Debbie forgot what her parents had told her about strangers. And see what happened? Now let's look at some of the ways that we might run into trouble. It's not very smart to play in lonely places like this.
Hi, either of you guys collect baseball cards?
Yeah, I do.
Here, they're yours.
Wow, thanks.
I got some more. I live pretty close. You want them?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
We can only hope that he doesn't have to learn the hard way that his parents were right when they told him that strangers can be dangerous. A movie theater is a friendly place. What if somebody says hello to you or smiles? Well, that's probably all right. Most everybody likes kids. But this man followed the girl into the theater. He isn't just an ordinary stranger who likes kids. You should never let a stranger put his arm around you or touch you. This girl is doing exactly the right thing, just what her parents had told her to. She changed her seat. But the man followed her again. All she can do now is to get the manager or the usher.
There he is. That's the man.
Just remember what you've been told about strangers, and it's easy to stay out of trouble. For instance, in a place like this park.
Hi there. Want some candy?
That's good.
I've got 2 full bags in the car you can take home. Come on.
This girl's mother had told her never to take candy from strangers. Well, she forgot, but her brother didn't.
Hey, let go of my sister!
The man was afraid the boy's shouts might attract attention.
Hi, Sally.
Do I know you?
I'm a friend of your mother's. She wants me to take you home.
Oh, okay. See you guys later.
Of course, Sally had been told never to get into a car with a stranger, but she forgot, too. It was only because her friend here wrote down the license number that Sally ever got home. Well, we've seen some dumb stunts so far, haven't we? But this is the dumbest of all, hitchhiking. Even if the driver doesn't mean any harm, and you're just plain lucky if he doesn't, he may be a reckless driver or a speeder. His car might have bad brakes. The hitchhiker has no way of knowing. He just goes right along anyway. Well, these kids ask for trouble, and they're going to get it.
Let me go! Hey!
But one of the boys kept his head. He wrote down the license number of the car.
Hey, look, there's a police car!
I can't help thinking that if they hadn't been hitchhiking, this wouldn't have happened at all. But that doesn't help much now, does it?
White four-door sedan, license number 359 Adam Ocean X-Ray.
Just remember, whether you're a boy or a girl, that could be you in that car, if you hitch rides.
In this film, we will try to do two things. One, we will attempt to show the normal sequences in development of the smile and the fear of strangers in infants. Second, we will attempt to document the findings that these two behaviors are under partial hereditary control. The film is largely based on footage taken in the course of a study of infant identical and fraternal twins. The first report of this study appeared in Science, entitled Inheritance of Behavior in Infants. We quote from the abstract of that article. Mental and motor abilities and personality development were studied in 20 pairs of infant twins of the same sex on a monthly basis in their first year, that is, before mutual imitation becomes a factor. Blood group determinations made after the study was completed revealed 11 fraternal and 9 identical pairs. Within-pair differences were significantly greater within fraternal pairs on all tests and rating scales. From Science, April 12, 1963. Once again, this film concentrates on two aspects of our findings: the development of the smile and the subsequent development of a fear of strangers. In the film, we will see examples of concordant development in identical twins, discordant development in fraternal twins, and finally, an exception, discordant development in an identical pair. In addition, in order to clarify certain developmental issues, examples of nun-twins and a blind infant will be seen. We start with an example of pre-social smiling in a nun-twin. This is Tony, the author's son, at 11 days of age. He has just been fed and is falling off to sleep. His smile is typical of the first month in that no specific external stimulation is required, and it occurs when the baby is sated, comfortable, and sleepy. Thus, this is not a social smile. This type of smiling drops out in most infants after the first month. In the second month, it usually takes some external stimulation to elicit the smile. Arturo, a fraternal twin, was our best example of an eyes-closed smiler. He would also smile, with eyes closed, to a voice or to the tinkle of a bell. He was a sleepyhead and was rarely wide awake. His fraternal brother, Felix, was a remarkable contrast. He was very alert, but rarely smiled. In fact, Father was somewhat worried about the few smiles. Here he tries his best to make Felix smile. Felix not only illustrates contrasting development, so typical in our fraternal pairs, but also his visual fixation of Mother's face illustrates behavior that normally precedes the true social smile. Visual fixation of the adult's face is further illustrated by Chucky and Marty, an identical pair. Here we see complete concordance for this behavior. Usually about 10 days after this intense visual fixation of the adult's face begins, the first social smile occurs. Concordant development of visual fixation of the adult face is further illustrated by another identical pair, Laurie and Lisa. Laurie and Lisa were neck and neck in all phases of development throughout the study. We shall see more of them later. We digress from our twins for a while. It is of great interest that infants in the first 3 months will not only fixate a human face, but a model of a human face as well. Mark's mother alternately presents him with the face and its reversed blank side. Dr. Robert Fantz, working under highly controlled conditions, presented infants of various ages with a number of figures, including one similar to this model. He found that as soon as infants could visually fix upon a stimulus, they preferred one resembling the human face. In some infants, this occurred earlier than 24 hours of age, which suggests an innate readiness to fixate a face-like pattern. Since visual fixation of a face and smiling are intimately connected, we may well ask, what happens in blind infants? David can only perceive light due to cataracts caused by German measles in fetal life. In a study now underway, limited because fortunately blinded infants are now rare, we find that the early social smiles of blind infants are extremely fleeting. Many unsmiling feet of film were taken of David at this age, but he did occasionally smile when talked to or played with. It appears that vision is prerequisite to a prolonged social smile in these early months. However, it is also clear that although vision is of great importance in the normal smile, it is not necessary for smiling. Our data shows that by 6 months of age, blind infants can engage in prolonged social smiling. David has had an operation, but can still only perceive light. It is of interest to us also that deaf infants are usually indistinguishable from normals in the development of the smile. Since seeing infants, blind infants, and deaf infants all smile, we may conclude that the sensory channels are probably secondary, although important. It would seem that smiling is primarily the instinctive response of an infant to another. While infants under 5 months of age will usually smile at any person, after this age, they become increasingly discriminating, and smiles are increasingly reserved for familiar persons. Discrimination turns to wariness sometime in the 3rd or 4th trimester of the first year, and most infants begin to react with fear when with a stranger. This process is very similar to the development of the flight response in lower mammals and in birds. There, too, fear of strangers often follows a period in which indiscriminate attachments are possible. Back to our twins. Laurie with her mother, looking about, her body and hands are relaxed. Now a stranger holds her. Note the drawn neck and the clenched hands. Her identical twin, Lisa, reacts identically. First we see her with mother, then with the stranger. Again, note the drawn neck and the clenched hands. The same girls 2 months later. Here is Laurie alone. With mother. And with a stranger. Here is Lisa alone. With mother. and with a stranger. By 8 months, both girls were relatively unafraid of strangers. Laurie is here with Mother. And with a female stranger this time. The awkward position is primarily due to the male stranger's discomfort with babies, rather than Laurie's discomfort. Lisa with Mother. Now with the female stranger. Again, our awkward male stranger. Thus we have seen an identical pair whose reactions to strangers are highly similar in timing and intensity. Richard and Robert are fraternal twins and are highly dissimilar in their reactions. Richard has been something of a scaredy cat for several months. Although Mrs. Keller, the investigator, has made a visit each month of his life, he still cries. After a while, he relaxes. But he cries again when Mrs. Keller dons a Halloween mask. Fraternal brother Robert provides a clear contrast. He gives no indication of fright at any point in the procedure. Two months later, Richard still tends to frighten easily. The jack-in-the-box makes a noise when it pops out. Fraternal twin Robert is still a happy-go-lucky fellow. Our last example is an exception. A pair of identical twins who are decidedly unalike in their reactions to fear-inducing situations. Susie, who was easily startled by noises in the first 2 months, is here confronted by a whistling jack-in-the-box. Annie, while similar to Susie in many aspects of behavior, reacts differently in this type of situation. At present, we have no explanation for this non-concordance. Careful investigation led us to rule out differential treatment by parents, birth order, traumatic delivery, and a number of other possible causes. At 1 year of age, Susie is exceedingly frightened by strangers, and has been since 7 months of age. Mother is at the camera filming this scene. Annie, who showed relatively mild fear at 8 months, now is over it. To summarize, heredity probably plays a role in the development of the smile and the fear of strangers. Our evidence for this is that identical twins show greater concordance than fraternal twins, although there are some exceptions. The phenomena themselves are of the greatest importance, for they seem to be prototypes for much of later behavior. The smile is probably the first expression in human life of pleasure with another, whereas fear of strangers is normally the first expression of fear of another. These two phenomena are probably universal in mankind, and it is our belief that both are intimately related to human evolution and to human viability.
Suppose one day you made a new friend. And suppose your friend was from very far away, so he didn't know much about your world, especially about how to do things safely, so you had to teach him. You could probably tell him quite a lot of things, like how to cross a street safely. And maybe you could tell him how to be safe with something else that can be really dangerous: strangers. Since your friend wouldn't know anything at all about strangers, you'd have to start at the very beginning and tell him everything. He might not even know what a stranger is, or what a stranger looks like. Suppose he asked you, is this what strangers look like? Do they have tails or pointed teeth? Do they wear t-shirts that say stranger on the front? Or carry signs that say stranger? Of course not. Strangers aren't any of these things. You'd probably tell your friend that strangers look just like the people you see every day. In fact, they are the people you see every day. Young people, grown-up people, old people. Strangers are simply people you or your parents don't know, or don't know well. So if you've never seen this man before, then this man is a stranger. What if you have seen this woman before, but you've never talked to her? Then she's a stranger too. And suppose this man lives in your neighborhood. You say hello to him now and then, and even like him, but your parents don't know him. Is he a stranger? Yes, he is. No matter how friendly these people might be, they're all strangers. That's because your parents don't know any of them very well. When you do know someone really well, you pretty much know how that person will act toward you. The problem with strangers is that with them, you can never be sure how they'll act toward you. That's why, as far as strangers are concerned, your friend has some very important things to learn. For instance, suppose your friend is going somewhere, and someone he's never seen before stops him and talks to him. What should your friend do? The best thing you could tell him to do, especially if he's alone, is to not pay any attention to the stranger and just keep going. Sometimes that's easy to do, but sometimes it's not so easy. Again, suppose your friend is going somewhere, and a stranger says to him, "Hi there, what's your name?" And suppose your friend just keeps on going as he should. The stranger might say something like, "Hey, stop, I'm talking to you." It might be hard for your friend to know what to do if this happens. But you should tell him he should still not pay any attention to the stranger. In fact, if a stranger gives your friend trouble, that's all the more reason he should just keep on going. But to show him how to really be safe, you'd need to teach him what to do no matter what a stranger does. For instance, suppose your friend was playing in a park and a stranger came up to him. But suppose the stranger didn't just want to talk to your friend. Suppose he asked your friend to go someplace with him. If a stranger did that, it could be extremely dangerous. So you'd need to teach him the most important rule of all. Never, never go anyplace with a stranger. But what should your friend do if a stranger asks him to go someplace? Your friend should not answer the stranger, but he should get away as fast as he can. He should go toward other people, so he's not alone. And then, when he's safe, he should tell an adult he knows everything that happened. Because it can be so dangerous if a stranger wants your friend to go with him, you'd need to teach your friend other things he can do to keep from ever having this kind of trouble. The main thing is to stay away from places where there are no other people around, places like alleys or the insides of empty buildings. If he's playing in the park and the other children and adults all go home, leaving him alone, then he should go home too. But suppose your friend does everything he can to be careful, and suppose he does know he should never go anyplace with a stranger. There are still other important things he'd need to know. For instance, you'd want to teach him what to do if a stranger tries to use a trick. What if a stranger tried to trick your friend into liking him by being very friendly? Maybe he'd smile and say he thought your friend was very good looking or really good at doing something. You'd need to tell your friend that he would not have to be friendly to the stranger. Children usually should be polite to adults, but they don't always need to be polite to strangers. Or what if a stranger used another trick? Suppose he tried to order your friend to do something, or scare him into it. What if he told your friend to come with him, or else something terrible was going to happen? What should your friend do? The answer is simple. he never has to go any place with a stranger, no matter how the stranger says it. Your friend should still not answer the stranger and should get away as fast as he can. There are a lot of other tricks strangers might use too. Suppose someone told your friend that a puppy was lost and wanted him to come along to help find the puppy. Your friend might really want to help, but again, he shouldn't do it. He should never go with a stranger for any reason, even to find a lost pet. Or suppose a stranger offered your friend money to go with him, or candy, or ice cream, or a toy. If a stranger did this, it would really be a mean trick, because these are things that your friend might want a lot. In fact, he might want the thing so much that he might think about trying to grab what the stranger is offering and run away with it. Your friend should never try anything so dangerous. He might be quick, but the stranger would probably be quicker. Instead, what would be the best thing to do? Don't answer the stranger and get away fast. Here's another trick your friend should know about. Suppose a stranger in a car tried to trick your friend into going for a ride with him. Maybe he'd offer to let your friend play with a kitten or some other animal. You'd need to tell your friend one very important thing. Never get near the car. The stranger might try to trick him into coming nearer, maybe to get a better look at the kitten. Or the stranger might say, "I can't hear you, come closer." But no matter what, your friend should stay far from the car and get away. Suppose a stranger in a car tries to trick your friend by telling him his mother is sick and that he should get in the car so they can go to the hospital. Should your friend go? Never with a stranger. Instead, he should get away and find out from an adult he knows if his mother is really sick. So by now, your friend knows that he should never go any place with a stranger. But he'd also need to know what to do when he needs help. Suppose he's in a shopping center and gets lost. And suppose a stranger comes up to him and says, "Hi, come with me and I'll help you find your mother." Even then, your friend shouldn't go with a stranger. Instead, he should find a store clerk at a cash register and let the clerk help him out. Or suppose your friend needs help because of a stranger, because the stranger is bothering him. Again, he should go as fast as he can to a clerk in a store, or to a police officer, or to your house, or even to another house where someone you know is home. The main thing is, he should always go where there are other people. But what if a stranger doesn't just bother your friend, but grabs him so he can't run away? Then he should yell as loudly as he can and keep yelling so other people can hear him. If you thought of all these things to tell your friend, he'd know a lot about how to keep himself safe from strangers. And so would you. And the most important thing of all is simple. Never go any place with a stranger.